Hey guys, it's NerfKey364, and today I'll be doing an unboxing and review of the Nerf N-Strike Mega BigShock. So first, let's immediately start off by unboxing this blaster. It's got plastic parts holding it in, and I believe 2 places. There we go. And down here as well, right there. And here we go. So here's the blaster, the Nerf Mega BigShock. It's pretty big for a little pistol. And then we can pretty much just rip out these darts. Looks like they're held back with these plastic things. Okay. So we have here the 2 mega darts, and the box is completely empty. So here's the blaster out of the package. We have the 2 mega darts, one in here and one here. And now I'll start off by showing the blaster. We have the handle right here, which also is the plunger, and the plunger rod's in here. We have the barrel that holds 1 mega dart, and then we have a ammo holder up here that holds another mega dart. That's why it came with 2. And also a cool thing is there is a sight in here, but if you have the dart, there's no way of looking at it. But let me zoom into that, and there's a little bit of a little sight. But with a pistol like this, I don't think you'd really be aiming that much, so that's not as useful. But yeah, so the blaster right here is it's not really that big, but then again, it's big for just a one-handed pistol. And how you prime the blaster is there's this, just like the Jolt and Triad, you just pull this back and it's fully primed. Make sure you have the dart in, and you should be able to shoot. And it's pretty loud because it shoots the big red mega darts, so it's pretty loud. So now for the kind of body of the blaster, we have the red with kind of the camo looking stuff. Maybe you can see this. Like here, there's camo, and then we have the Nerf Mega BigShock. It's got the N-Strike logo. And in a second, I'll go into why this has an N-Strike logo instead of an N-Strike Elite. And here we have the trigger, which the odd thing about this trigger is that it's gray, which means it's not actually as strong. If you know that other countries, they have kind of limits on how strong the blasters can be, and they put a gray trigger to make known that it is not as powerful. And it's weird that it does have a gray trigger, because in America, well, we usually pretty much always get orange triggers, but for this one, we do not. So pretty much the colors, we got some gray, red, white, and orange. That's about it. So the performance. Let's go into the pros and cons in performance. First, I'll do performance. The performance isn't that good. Now that's why it says N-Strike. N-Strike Elite means it at least goes 75 feet. This, since it says N-Strike, it does not go 75 feet. It even says so. So even though it is mega, mega because it shoots the mega darts, but it doesn't actually shoot 75 feet. So it's more of a weaker blaster, kind of like the Jolt. But even though the Jolt says it's N-Strike, it's still really powerful. Now for the pros and cons. The pros is that it's pretty small for a Mega Blaster. Pretty much all the other Mega Blasters are really big, like the Centurion, and even the Magnus is pretty big for a pistol. So it's good that they made a pretty small Mega Blaster. It's pretty cool. Another pro is that it's easy to prime. You really wouldn't expect that for a Mega Blaster, because it's got a big spring and it has to shoot these mega darts. But it's actually pretty easy. The handle is very good size. It will fit adults really easily since it's very big, and it's got a pretty big plunger tube as well. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice blaster. Also has the dart holder right here, and a really cool sight. It's pretty cool. So now for the cons. It's kind of, really the main con is that it's not very powerful. It's, it just doesn't, it might get 20-25 feet. It's not really that great compared to the Centurion, which is advertised to go 100. So yeah, we kind of do expect longer ranges from Mega Blasters, but this is a little bit of an exception because it's much smaller. And really, there's not many more cons that I can think of, unless you count that it only has one dart storage. But then again, if you had more than one, it'd be a much bigger blaster, because these are so big. So I hope you like this review of the Nerf Mega BigShock. Make sure and comment, like, and subscribe. And can't get the dart out. And go Nerf!